Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Good. I just wanted to get you to talk about the four guys that left in the trade. Now that it's official, Nico, Rocco, Marcus, and KJ.
Yeah, I mean, you know, even though this is one of the best jobs in the world, this is one of the hardest days of of the job. Or just losing guys you've been around and meant so much to your team. And like I said, Marcus, Nico and Rocco been the last 3 or 4 years, and KJ, who I've known since he was a kid, from Kenya, and so it's tough to lose, four great guys that you built bonds with and that and respect, and so this is the hardest part of the job. And so we're gonna miss those guys, everything they brought to this team for the last 3 4 years, and it's a sad day for us.
On the flip side, you guys do get 10-time All-Star in James, and PJ was a proven vet in this league. Where do you kind of just start as far as getting them integrated into what you guys want to do?
It started today. Just kind of going over some of the plays this morning and trying to get them to understand like how we want to play for our spacing wise, and really haven't gotten to defense yet. But it's going to take some time. It's going to be a process, understanding rotations, understanding how we play offensively and defensively. So it's going to take some time. It's going to be a process, but we're excited. We're excited about it.
Ty, what excites you most about coaching James?
Well, first of all, like I say, he's a 10-time All-Star. He's an MVP, but he's a dynamic pick-and-roll player. And, I think it was a stat where he showed he got his teammates last year 350 open shots, just by running pick-and-roll, by getting penetration to the paint and making plays. And so he's led the league in assists the last couple of years, and we need his passing ability. And so it'd be really good for us.
Ty, what is going to be the biggest challenge for you to make this thing fit, with these four guys?
Just sacrifice is going to be the biggest thing. And, the guys we have, four guys from L.A. and four guys have done a lot in their career. And so they understand, and we've talked about just winning the championship. That's all we're focused on. And it's going to take a lot of sacrifice, whether it's shots, whether it's minutes, and they're willing to do that. And so we've talked about all the right things, and now it's my job just to make sure I put the pieces in the right spot to make sure we're successful.
Have there been any conversation between these four guys before this all went down that you can tell us about?
I don't think so.
Do you know when James's first game will be?
I don't know that yet.
Go ahead, Love.
Yeah, so I know you got a game tonight, and just wanted to know, like, you started Bones last night. Do you plan on starting him again tonight?
Yes, sir.
And when you look at the Lakers' early season and everything, like, what do you need to focus on as far as make sure that you get what you needed executing?
First of all, rebound the basketball. They're a great offensive rebounding team. And then the second thing is just keeping them off the free throw line. Make them make field goals and not free throws, and keep them out of transition. Those are our three keys, I think, defensively is, getting back in transition, make them play against our half-court defense, but then also finish the possession with a rebound.
Do you plan on PJ playing tonight?
Yes.
Ty, Kawhi and PG good to go tonight?
Yes.
How critical will these next 4 days be for you? Will it almost be like a mini camp trying to basically integrate James and PJ? And how much tinkering do you have to do with everything that you did in training camp already?
Yeah, it's going to be good, like I said, having these 4 days to really try to get those guys acclimated as fast as possible. And so the good thing about it, the trade is, only 4 games in, not 60, like last year. So we're going to have a lot of time. Like I said, it's going to be a process. We understand that. We're excited about the journey ahead. But these 4 days are going to be really good for us. Came at a perfect time just to try to get James and PJ up to speed.
Ty, Darren Haynes back here. Knowing that you and the Lakers are in the same city, how much do you guys actually think about the winning streak you guys have against them?
It doesn't. I mean, the winning streak doesn't mean a lot. I think we're just trying to get better with each game. That's our focus. We know we acquired some new guys, and so we got to get up to speed with that. But we want to just get better with each game and each practice. And so the winning streak doesn't really mean much. They went to the Western Conference Finals last year. So this is just a game that we got to get better at. Of course, we want to win it, but we want to just keep building the right habits.
Last one. Go ahead.
Ty, just in your early sort of interactions with James, like, have you gotten a sense of what his goals are and what he's most excited for?
Yeah, winning a championship. That's his main goal and main focus. And, he's always sacrificed. When he went to Philly, he sacrificed. When he was in Brooklyn with KD and Kyrie, he sacrificed, led the team in assists, led the league in assists. And so he's shown that he can sacrifice. And so with the team that we have, everyone's had to sacrifice, Russ, PG, and Kawhi, along with James. And so he understands that. I think he's done that the most. And so we always got to be on board, like I said, to win a championship. That's going to be our mindset.
Just a quick follow-up. Do you feel like, and maybe does he feel like this is an opportunity for him to rewrite the narrative on his willingness to sacrifice?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Ty, in a game like that one that went down to the wire, you guys were down, I think, 8 with like 4 minutes to go, 6 with 2 something. Second half of back-to-back, is that kind of just, kind of how it goes?
Yeah, I thought our guys, like you said, they fought and competed. I thought in the third quarter we kind of let go of the rope defensively. They was able to get, I think they got 7 layups, to start the third quarter. And so that's not us, And so I know on the back-to-back we can blame it on that, but they played well. I thought we got off to a good start, being up 19, and then the rotation got kind of funky because of the early timeouts, and we couldn't get PG or Y out early, and we had a second unit on the floor that I didn't really like, too much. But that was on me, But like I said, we played hard. We just didn't, play smart at times, shot selection, and kept our turnovers down a little bit. But I can't fault the effort.
The turnovers finished at like 14, 15, whatever it was, but a lot of them led to
13.
their transition points. I think they were
Yeah,
like
23 points on 13 turnovers, and so we just talked about it coming to the game. The live ball turnovers, they're a tough team, to beat when you turn the ball over and they get out in transition, get easy baskets, and so we need to do a better job with that. But like I said, overall, I love that fight. What it looked like, and just got to continue to keep getting better.
Todd, what'd you make of PJ's debut? I know it was short notice for him coming in. What'd you make of it?
No, he's gonna play hard. He's tough. Gonna scrap. Defend, and got a few big offensive rebounds down the stretch that we needed. We didn't capitalize on none of the shots, but once he gets comfortable with the offense and understand what we're trying to do offensively, so it's a tough position to be in when you haven't really went through the playbook. But I just thought his toughness on the floor was big for us.
Last 4:40, you guys were down 8, and you went small with PG and Kawhi as the 4 and the 5. Is that something you like to do going forward when you get James integrated, still being able to play small at times?
I mean, it's all about the feel of the game and how the game's going, the flow of the game, and we always had it in our back pocket to go small, but I would rather play big. But if we need to go small to try to change it up defensively, we can do that. And I thought our guys did a good job of just staying with it, being down 8, not giving in, and continue to keep battling.
Ty, in the third quarter, you guys only had 2 assists. Do you think that was more of a tired leg situation, or what kind of resulted in all the ISO ball in the third quarter? Is it something you addressed?
They started switching 1 through 5, a lot, because they had AD, Bron, and Woods on the floor, and so they were pretty big, and so we just try to get the mismatch and try to attack that. And we scored only 24 points in that third quarter, and I thought that switching with that big lineup really hurt us. So we got to get better with that, but. It's, like I said, we didn't make a ton of shots in that third quarter. Like, we had some good looks that we didn't make, and then we got a little stagnant as well. So it's just a combination of getting better.
I was just wondering if in that game you're sort of, now that you see the roster as it currently is, and if you saw situations or possessions where you thought, this is where we can use a guy like James, where he can make a difference for us.
Yeah, I saw it for 53 minutes. Yeah, and and along with T-Man, because now defensively, what I'm saying, we would be a lot better, So yeah, I seen it for 53 minutes.
Lawrence was talking pregame about how James' ability to sort of transform and meet the needs of the teams he's on, something that he's attracted him to him for a long time, his talent. I remember in Brooklyn that Kyrie had said, I think a few games in, like, James is the point guard on the
Right.
playoff ball. Have you guys talked through that with Russ and James, like how you divvy up those responsibilities?
Not yet. First time really being around James, for a full day. But, we'll get to that. We have 4 days off to kind of sit, our four guys down and kind of talk through, what I see and what I need from each guy and, kind of go from there.
Ty, you just talked about like the 53 minutes. You were wondering about that. Have you thought in your mind? I'm sure you have because you're a guy that's always thinking basketball. How much have you thought about just these situations of how you're going to use them and all these guys and what you can do, the possibilities with James?
Thought about it a lot. Just put him in position to be successful and do what he does. Alongside PG and Kawhi. So. Like I said, it's gonna be a process. We understand that, but it's a great process to be a part of, and we're definitely gonna figure it out of how we're gonna use each guy and make sure each guy on the floor is comfortable. Make sure guys get in the rhythm, and like in the second half, had to get PG more shots, get him going because Kawhi got off to such a great start. You kind of lose sight of everything else as far as playing the game. So that's gonna be the challenge. It's just making sure. Everyone stays involved in the offense because, like I said, you have three dynamic scorers that can score the basketball. So that's going to be the biggest challenge.
How excited are you as a coach, even like these next 4 days of just like incorporating this new weapon into what you love to do?
I'm very excited. I'm excited because, like you said, you get a guy like James who can create offense, can generate open shots, can get your bigs dunks on rolls and things like that. Similar to what Russ does, but at a slower pace. Russ is more attack, get downhill, speed and pace, and James is more slow, playing his game. And so it's a difference. It's a big difference between those two games. And then so now when you kind of staggering those guys, it's going to be a different pace to the game. So. He's definitely going to make the game easier for PG and Kawhi. I think, with Kawhi playing 41 minutes on the back-to-back was huge for us to see that and him to feel good, but also allows Kawhi to play off the ball. And now you got James who can kind of, control the tempo and control the game.
Hey, Ty. Obviously, in addition to the guys being, a really exciting on-court fit, their personalities meshing is extremely important for this all to work. Obviously, James and Russ have played together before. What excites you, just from what you know about those three guys and combining together in terms of how it's going to work chemistry-wise?
I think they're to a point in their career where they just want to win, and winning the championship is the most important thing. And so, like I said, they had it in Houston with PJ, Russ and James, and like I said, having fun and be able to relate, be able to have that bond. And so now coming here, it makes it easier for guys like James and PJ to fit in, So, like I said, we're excited. We're ready to get going, but it's not going to happen overnight. We understand that. We still got a lot of work to do as far as where we want to get to, but I love the work the guys are putting in to try to, to get us where we're trying to get to.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. What you want? What you got, Justin? I have a question that's going to annoy you. Is that okay?
That's a great way to end.
Yeah.
I know it's early, getting everybody integrated. Is the plan going forward, coming out of the next couple days, going through practice and stuff, to start James alongside Russ, Kawhi, and PG?
That didn't annoy me.
Oh, I'm actually shocked. I know how much you love lineup questions.
No, I don't know.
Is this your coy I don't know or the actual you don't know yet?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
Put on a shirt.